I want you to cry into your Hello Kitty pillow. I want you to put your headphones on. I want you to listen to some Taylor Swift. And I want you to shake it off, you bland bitch.
What up, y'all? This can't be the sexy ninja in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. This is the New World Podcast, brother. We're talking about Dynamite, March 4th, 2026. Tony Excalibur on commentary. We're in El Paso, Texas for this one at the Don Haskins Center for an awesome night of just some wrestling action. That's why we come over here to AEW Dynamite, because you know you're going to get pure action throughout the night, and we do with the AEW World Championship on the line. The Triple B, my boy MJF versus Kevin Knight, and this banger. We got Revolution next Sunday. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about a pay-per-view being on a Sunday. It just feels right. It feels so right. But MJF and Kevin Knight tear it up in this match, back and forth battle. It was almost my match of the night, but MJF got the win to retain to Triple B, Big Hebrew. And who came out? Hangman Adam Page, just to show like, hey, you got me coming up next, buddy. Texas Death Match. And here comes Speedball to help his friend, Mr. Knight, and MJF gets kicked in the face and goes away. Yeah, we started off strong, and then we go into Darby and Orange Cassidy versus not the War Dogs, but the Dogs. Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd. They fight before, but then they finally get into the ring, and then it is nonstop action between these two teams. After Darby and Orange Cassidy get the win, you know this war ain't over. Why? Because David Finlay is here. Oh, baby. Yeah, David Finlay has come to AEW to be with the Dogs. Oh, I was like, oh, and he's got his shillelagh. I know who David Finlay is. So I'm glad about that. I kind of popped. But Excalibur, I just remember this. It's David Finlay. Yeah, Tony. That was funny to me. Renee is with Bandido and Andrade. They have a match at Revolution, and I am so excited. It's going to be one hell of a match, man. I cannot wait until these two tear it up, man. I'm going to be like, eating some popcorn. Eating good. No crumbs. Then we get the Brawling Birds versus the Inspiration. They are 1-0, and now they're 1-1. This match was okay. The Brawling Birds are just racking up those win points. I was kind of like not for the Inspiration to lose on their debut here in Dynamite after getting a win at a house show. It's just like they're all elite, and then we just automatically say, no, never mind. They lose. They're losers. And they losers. Not cool in my opinion, but okay. Then we have Hangman versus Squash Gang. He has a name. It's Marty Snow. Do you know who Marty Snow is? No, we're going to call him Squash Gang. Hangman, quick victory. Hangman gets on the mic, calls out MJF. Here comes MJF. And, yeah, these two just hate each other. And it's going to be a battle for the Triple B. Then we have Proto-Kata and Miles who attack Hangman. And here comes Jet Speed, then Don Callis comes out, and he's like, hey, you guys said anytime, anywhere for those trios championships. What about tonight in the main event? He said Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Miles Davis, all three versus you three for the championships, and it was set. Tony Khan says, let's do it. So that is our main event, and I'm very excited about that. Then we get Renee with the Young Bucks and FTR. The Young Bucks told FTR that it is personal. It is personal. So, Young Bucks, I hope you beat FTR. Then we have John Moxley versus Hechicero. This was an awesome, hard-hitting match here. John Moxley's over. He takes the battle with Hechicero, and he gets the win. And here comes Takeshita. Oh, my gosh. You know these two at a no time limit match at Revolution is going to be awesome. They're going to beat the crap out of each other. They can go for hours. Fight forever, which is going to happen. Mox had a great match with Hechicero. We have Brody who calls out Swerve, but Swerve has the upper hand. Prince Nana distracts and says, you really want the real, most violent and dangerous man in AEW? Well, here he is. It's a ruse. And Swerve hits Brody with some chains, and he attacks and he chokes him out. Then But Bandito comes out and helps, saves Brody because he was turning purple. And Mr. Swerve is all in on being the most violent man, most dangerous man in AEW. We got a Mox Cult promo. Yuta finally takes off that beanie, or, the hoodie, and he's like, look, I'm bald. Yeah, he's bald. AEW Women's Championship on the line. Tekla versus Thunder Rosa. I will say this. This was a fun, awesome match. As much as I was bitching, like, why is Thunder Rosa getting She put up a good match with Tekla, and I'm glad that Tekla retained the championship. But this was awesome. This was a solid, awesome match. I recommend some people just to watch it. I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that Tekla is still the AEW Women's Champion. Then we have Sister Sins that came out, and then here comes Chris Statlander, and Tekla bodies Thunder Rosa before Chris Statlander can beat up some security guards and try to get in the ring. So you were warned, Thunder Rosa. Chris is like, I don't know if you want to go against the Spider because she is very toxic. We get a Jack Perry promo. Then we get Ciampa with Renee. And I was enjoying this. I really need that Psycho Killer shirt. I was thinking about that today. Maybe next payday. Then we have FTR come out. I'm like, oh my God. Can I get more than... I don't need FTR twice tonight. But Ciampa's like, I didn't like you 10 years ago. I still don't like you now. So I don't know what you're trying to do here, buddy. But yeah. And he hits Dax in the face. And Dax like, I don't blame you. Don't talk to Big Stoke like that, though. So Ciampa and Dax are going to see each other at Collision this Saturday. I was like, ooh, that's going to be a good match. Then we get Tony and Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's suffering a loss from tonight, and Tony's with him, and Tony cuts a great promo, and I'm like, give me more Tony Storm. There's two less of Tony Storm on the telly. I need Tony Storm. Now, main event time, man. Trios Championship on the line. Jet Set Rodeo versus the Don Callis family, and this boss. I don't even know. I was about to make up a word. A bossum match. But man, this was just high set action. They went from the top of the hour. They went like 20 minutes on a runtime here, man, over. But it was worth every penny. Don Callis is on the commentary, and it is nothing but pure action, back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like waiting. I was like, where you at, MJF? Where you at, MJF? And here comes MJF taking out Hangman Adam Page, and yeah. And they just beat the shit out of Kevin Knight. And then, bada bang, bada boom, we have new Trios champions, the Don Callis family, holding more gold. Oh my gosh. And I was like, I'm spent. Thank you, MJF. I'm not a big fan of Don Callis family, but I just feel like Jet Set Rodeo is just something that I don't know. I wasn't a fan of Jet Set Rodeo. I'm glad they're Trios champions, but I'm glad I got a badass match out of this. I don't know what I'm saying, but I had a lot of fun with this Dynamite. A solid 5 out of 5. Dynamite, March 4, 2026. Tony Excalibur on commentary in El Paso, Texas at the Don Haskins Center. Match of the night, Jet Set Rodeo versus the Don Callis family. And congratulations to the new Trios champions. And then after that, second match of the night, MJF versus Knight. And then third match is Tekla versus Thunder Rosa. I don't know why I'm doing top matches, but moments of the night. My gosh. There's a lot of good moments of the night, man. I gotta say, David Finlay being in AEW, being all elite with his shillelagh. So, but that's it. That's all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit the subscribe. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember, that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.